Right. Well, hello, everybody. It is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to Joystick Streams. If you are just tuning in, it was a very short pre-show today, but we are playing Far Cry 4. This is the PlayStation 4 version of Far Cry 4. Let's see how many times that we can say 4 before this stream is over.
Before the stream is over.
Before this stream is over. My name is Anthony John Agnello, Joystick Community Manager, and playing today is Joystick Editor-in-Chief Ludwig Kitzman. Hello, Ludwig.
Hello. How's it going?
And Ludwig, you've been playing a ton of Far Cry lately.
Many hours. We're like approaching 30-something hours at this point.
That is a lot of hours. That is a lot
So
of time.
that is a big gun. Can we talk about the sheer size of the gun that I'm currently carrying?
What gun are you carrying? Does it have a fancy name?
It's that gun, the one that shoots really far, the sniper rifle.
You know, the
I'm just
one.
here to pick the flowers. I'm not a violent person.
So okay, you're a bit of a die-hard Far Cry fan. You love 2. 2 is your jam.
Yep.
And
it's one of the best
you
games
love
ever
2.
made.
One of the best games ever made, and you love 2 precisely because it's broken in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So just for a refresher for the people watching at home, what is it about the brokenness of Far Cry 2 that you love? I also like Far Cry 2's brokenness, but I think your love goes deeper. It is a deeper well.
I think so first of all, you have those companions in the game, so you can befriend people and they'll help you, and they can sometimes rescue you, or sometimes you'll have to rescue them, because you can take them with you on a mission and you can endanger them that way. And I think endangering the lives of characters in that way is... Oh, I'm being attacked by an eagle.
God, why are eagles jerks?
They really are the worst. I think I got it, though. It'll never attack anyone ever again.
Like, is it really, like, does it kill you really quickly?
It damaged me, like, it took away one of my health bars. I'm gonna skin it now, which just means removing the feathers of it. So as I was saying, so there's that element. I think the save system is really interesting. You can only save in safe houses, and I think for a game that's about exploration and it's supposed to be taking place in a world that's very dangerous, it makes sense for you to be in danger when you are not near a safe house, right? Like, so you could go out and hiding and get distracted, and you could, play for an hour, and you could lose your progress if you died because you forgot that you were in this really hostile world and you didn't take a precautionary measure against that. So I thought that was really interesting. The fact that you had malaria, or that your guns jammed, were interesting. They would surprise you, and they would have to they would force you to rethink your strategy on the spot. And it reminded you that not everything works perfectly. You're in a dirty, broken world. It was like, Star Wars versus Star Trek. Everything is used and busted and old in Far Cry 2.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people read that, when that happens to you, as an inconvenience and as a slight against, like, your skill as it's fairly represented in the game. Like, I should have been able to survive the situation, but then the game, had this thing go wrong with me, and then I died, and that was unfair. And I think people think that unfairness is frustrating, which I don't, and I think it's interesting. But a lot of that stuff is still alive in Far Cry 4, and I think Far Cry 4 is pretty good at keeping all these systems that interact with each other in really interesting ways, because you'll find people fighting each other, and you can add animals to the mix, and you never really know what'll happen. I just discovered a pig.
Hey, pig!
I don't know if it's gonna attack me or not.
Pigly.
No. So this game's soundtrack is by Cliff Martinez, who did the soundtrack for Drive and for Contagion.
I didn't know that.
Really
That's
good stuff.
awesome. Well, you shared with me a really cool, like, licensed song.
There's a couple of licensed songs from a band called the Bombay Royale.
And they are awesome.
Oh no. This is opening fire on this tiger. Or, I think it's a leopard.
Oh,
you can't take chances with it.
Ludwig, we do have a cool question here from Moose the Corgi. And it's, I think, a very good one. I have asked this a million times, but no answers. How big is the world of Far Cry 4 compared to Skyrim?
Oh, I don't think it's as big as Skyrim, but I mean, you can see the map. I'll pull up the map right now. and you can see if I zoom out, it's pretty darn huge.
Hmm.
I haven't even fully uncovered this very topmost part of it. Um, but we should pick a location and drive to it, or do something like that. Should we try to take an outpost? Here's an easy one. We can take this one.
Oh yeah,
It's an
I
outpost
would
with
love to
two
see the
alarms,
taking of an outpost.
medium difficulty. So I'll set a waypoint for that one, and we'll just go do it. Right after I pick this flower.
Right after I do this, and maybe
And
do
this.
this.
It's like Shenmue syndrome. I must avenge my father right after I purchase these capsule toys. And...
Right after I play with this cat.
It's really cool seeing the mountains in the distance. It really grounds this location.
Look,
It has a very different feel to Far Cry 3.
let's just get this out of the way before, before anybody asks it, where does Far Cry 4 fall in the Mario Kart timeline? Just get it right out of the way.
I think it happens right at the end, actually. I think it might be between Mario Kart for Wii and Mario Kart 8.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
this is very contemporary.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that DLC could include Rage Luigi?
It could.
I would love that. I would love that. If an eagle attacked you and there was a mustachioed Italian man holding on to its talons, jumping on top of you. Yeah, it's funny. Far Cry 2
You can see the moonlight reflecting on the river. It's pretty awesome.
This is PlayStation 4, right? I had that correct?
This is the PlayStation 4 version, yes. Oh, am I discovering this cave for the first time? Oh no, it's a tiger. I'm gone. I'm dead. Run away. No. Oh, I killed a tiger.
Awesome.
No, not awesome. It's terrible.
No, that tiger was a jerk. I've heard all about him.
Aww. Every
Uh,
time you skin an animal, your character always goes, ah.
I
Never
like
stops
that.
doing it. Because it's gross.
White Pony 0227. Are there still hard to see crocodiles that scare the bejeebus out of me? I don't think the Himalayas are rife with aquatic lizards.
No, I do not remember seeing any crocodiles at all. I just discovered this cave. I'm investigating this cave now. Yakshini's flesh.
Sweet.
Looks like a bunch of animals were kept here, and it looks like they escaped and killed their masters. As they do. Find some ammo. See some guns. Found a Mosque of Yalung. There are plenty of those hidden in the game.
Yakshini's flesh is not what you would call an enticing, inviting locale. That just does not sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a spa or anything like that. Nothing that has a relaxing nature to it.
Oh. Moose the Corgi is asking a very, very difficult question that is...
Does it involve numbers?
It does involve multiple numbers, actually. And it's something that we have discussed at length at Joystick today. The fact that there are, way too many games coming out this week. Way too many things coming out this week. There's Super Smash Brothers, there's Grand Theft Auto, there's Far Cry, there's Dragon Age, there's WWE.
And all of these games take 40 hours to
right.
fully complete.
So Moose the Corgi wants to know, if you only have the budget for one of the games coming out this week, what do you get? Man.
That is tough. I think if you like action games, I think Far Cry 4 is definitely the best one.
Yeah, they're all
If you
very
like RPGs,
different.
though, Dragon Age, from what I've heard, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I have not played everything coming out this week. I've played a ton of Super Smash Brothers Wii U, and if anybody is even just remotely thinking about getting that, get it. It's amazing.
Also, Anthony, are you seeing how pretty this game is?
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Ridiculous.
And I'm not even watching it using the source video. I'm watching this on medium quality through the stream, and it looks amazing. Uh, and it looked amazing at E3 when they were showing it running on PlayStation 4 then.
Hmm.
It's a dang impressive looking game. Uh, say what you will about the games that Ubisoft has released this fall. They are uniformly gorgeous when they are not stripping the faces off of characters in the game.
Right. When they're not becoming weird art projects.
Yeah, when they're not turning
Okay,
into.
so I have to take. I'm trying to take this outpost. I'm just gonna mark some of the targets. So there's a guy. He's armored, dangerous. I see an alarm over there. I see a tiger in a cage. That's gonna be useful. There's a hunter. Those guys can kill animals or use them to their own goals. And you can't keep them tracked on the screen because they're stealthy. I wish you could take pictures because you have a camera in this game. You just use it to mark targets. You don't.
Oh, there's no
photography.
There's no photo mode. Yeah, it's funny. I like it when a photo mode is present, and I never ever use it.
Right, like I mean, but like remember Beyond Good and Evil or even BioShock? It was fun taking pictures.
It was fun taking pictures, especially in Beyond Good and Evil.
So if I leave the alarms intact, I can see the other one right there. They can call for reinforcements. So what I usually do, and this is kind of cheap, is I use my silenced sniper rifle to shoot the alarm boxes and disable the alarms. So that's
taking this outpost seems a lot more complicated than taking an outpost in Far Cry 2.
Well, if someone triggers the alarm, then your life is just misery because they can send in helicopters or armored troops, and you'll get one wave of reinforcements per alarm triggered. So the fact that I've taken out one so far is at least going to make my life slightly easier. Just tag this guy over here. There's an emplaced gun. There's another guy down there. Another tiger. So I think what I should do is sneak around to the other side and create a diversion. Oh, someone's about to see me. That's not good. Oh, damn. They saw me. I'm gonna go straight for the alarm. You get away from that, sir. Oh, it's already going.
Sir.
I'm freeing the tiger, and then running away. So I came here with no healing items. That was dumb.
That is dumb. How do you... So, is it the same thing as usual, where, like, you need syringes?
If you have a syringe, you can heal yourself instantly. If you don't, you need time. So I'm slowly healing myself right here. And the tiger is chasing me now. Here's a car. I'm just gonna drive away.
Ludwig...
Get in!
Question from Buzzfly1515. Is the whole world open from the start as it is in Far Cry 3?
No.
No.
No. You only get the first, or the southern half of it.
Ludwig, how many monkeys are there in Far Cry 4?
1,000. And one.
That's too few monkeys!
Okay, so my brief retreat means that I'm still alive. I'm gonna get some healing items, and now I'm going to change my strategy.
I'm going to reconsider what I have done.
Yes, well, the stealth option wasn't really working for me in that case, so...
Letty, why don't you write a polite note to the guys inside?
Please vacate your fortress.
We really need you guys to leave right now.
Right, I need this for my war effort.
So some people have had some problems with the PlayStation 3 version of Far Cry 4, and the solution to those problems is pretty disappointing.
To summon a demon from a spectral realm.
Yeah, you literally have to like sacrifice a live goat and burn incense to make it work. No, like the literal thing you do have to do is just delete everything from your console if it's not working, including your save file. which is really disappointing. But you haven't run into any problems like that on the PS4, have you?
Nope. I have not had any problems with the PS4 version at all.
That's awesome. That's a huge relief. Uh, barring a few hiccups here and there, I did not encounter, speaking of Ubisoft games that have had some pretty widely publicized problems recently, I didn't run into any significant problems playing Assassin's Creed on PS4 either. Like, at no point did I run into a character whose flesh had
Who
been
did not
stripped
have
of
the
race.
face?
Yeah, that never happened to me. I did run into some problems getting online missions to work, and I had, there were a couple of hard locks here and there, but again, I over the course of 7 years, I don't think I have ever played an Assassin's Creed game on any platform that didn't lock up on me at least once. And I played through all of AC1 on PlayStation 3, which was an occasionally dicey proposition.
Would you say you're generally lucky in life with bugs?
I am generally lucky in life with bugs. I've had some good luck. I'm trying to think of like the worst bugs that I've ever run into in my entire life. The absolute worst, the one that broke my heart, was I marathon played Indigo Prophecy, if you remember that game.
Also known as Fahrenheit.
Also known as Fahrenheit. It is the Quantic Dream game that came just before Heavy Rain by a few years, and it's really cool. But I was right up to the end, and it hard locked on me on my PlayStation 2, which was very rare. PlayStation 2 games almost never hard locked. And I had to reset it. My save file was just gone. And it was like an entire Saturday had disappeared in one fell swoop. That was a tragic moment.
It hurt you so much that you still remember.
Oh, yeah. It's been like 10 years. 10 years later.
Stupid alarm box. I think I should be taking over this area, but I haven't killed everyone, so there must be someone still alive somewhere.
Ludwig, there were some questions about where you are in like the game's campaign. Is this all post-campaign stuff?
This is post-campaign.
Yeah, this is all post-campaign. But still not spoilery.
No. I'm doing my best to avoid anything related to the story, which is pretty good, I think, in this game.
Yeah?
I enjoyed it, yeah.
I've heard that there was some disappointment in how regularly the villain, the cover villain, Pagan Min, is in it.
I mean, I can see that, but I mean, he also calls you a lot. You speak to him a lot on the phone. But I don't think he was the most interesting part of the game. I think there are more interesting characters than him, and those you do see quite a lot.
Am I a more interesting character than Pagan Min?
No.
Dang.
Let's not go overboard now.
Stubbsy247 did Indigo Prophecy hardlock during the sex scene. No. Although, God, it really kind of seemed like it was going to. That was awkward. Awkward moment.
Because some things should not be rendered.
Some things just shouldn't be rendered.
Your PlayStation 2 was like, I don't know about this. This is...
A message actually came up on my PlayStation that was like, hey man, can we just go back to playing Mega Man X8? You were having so much fun playing Mega Man X8. And I was like, no, this is important to storytelling in video games, blah. That's how I ended all sentences when I was 23. That was every sentence ended with blah. How many multiplayer trophies are there? How many multiplayer trophies are there? Ludwig, are you a trophy chaser? Are you into trophies?
Trophies don't even register with me.
Yeah, it's not my thing. Not my thing at all.
Let's see. Must be another outpost around here somewhere. Well, first I'm going to return here. Get some supplies.
Ludwig, so while you're playing, Shuklar in the chat is also playing and watching our stream. And Shuklar said, I just witnessed an eagle pick up a pig and drop it into a lake.
Eagles pick up entire animals. It's quite insane.
So what's the awesomest animal behavior you've seen while playing Far Cry 4 over like the course of 30 hours?
I enjoyed the bears fighting the yaks.
Why were they fighting? Did they hate each other?
Bears hate everyone.
Oh, that's not true. They just want belly rubs and
Let's see. I have some C4, and you should always play with C4 if you have it. Um, to sneak up on these guys and leave them some C4. That'll be amusing.
I'm like anxiously awaiting the C4 explosion.
It was pretty good. You'll enjoy it. Trust me. Just gonna get in this crappy little car. So the driving controls are a little different in Far Cry 4 because you can also drive and shoot at the same time now.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. You can
That's
also you can click in the left stick and make it auto drive.
Oh, that's awesome. I like. Well, wait. Do you have to like stop it to make the car stop?
No. I mean you
No.
can just click like it's you can automatically drive anywhere if you wanted to.
Oh, that's cool. I
You
like
just
that.
press the button.
I like that was one of those things in Far Cry 2. I did not play Far Cry 3 extensively. In fact, I have played more Far Cry 3 multiplayer than I have the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't know that much about it, but I played a ton of 2. And one of the things that I both loved and hated about 2 was the map. Was pulling out the map while you were driving.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I loved it. I like, but at the
But you
same,
also hated it.
but I also hate it because I was like, this is so cool. I love the way it makes me like look down, and I really have to pay attention to this thing and think about the way I move through this world. And but at the same time,
It had a nice naturalistic feel to it. It
yeah.
was very immersive.
And yet there were still moments where it was like, oh god, I really don't want to deal with this right now.
All right, let's see. Hmm.
Thank you, you came.
Trade some stuff. Sell all my ridiculous unusable loot. Refill my ammo. Let's see. I think I can buy some body armor. Some syringes. You can craft syringes as well to heal you, but it's just easier to buy them.
Major Linux says the dogs in Far Cry 4 are jerks. I mean,
Oh, do we want to go find some honey badgers? I don't know if like can I see
please, yes.
on the map where the honey badger is? Where the honey badgers are. It sounds like a great novel.
Where- My wife has taken to saying that that the honey badger.
Brawl. Monkeys, tapers. Where do the honey badgers roam? Aha! Setting a waypoint for honey badger. You can see that's quite a long ways off. Should we drive it?
Yeah, do it. I want to see what.
Flying. We can try flying. If we can find a helicopter, we can.
I don't know. What exciting things
It's a
happen
crappy
when you're in
van.
the air?
ATV. I'll take an ATV.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
like a
what
good
I'm talking about.
Ooh. Drive.
Oh,
drive.
badgers are east of river in the south. That sounds like a Zelda 2 hint there, Shuklar. I am honey badger error.
Excuse me.
Ludwig, I'm going to ask like the dumbest question I possibly can right now.
Okay,
What's the most visually impressive game you've played this year?
this year,
Yeah, because it's been an
um,
interesting year for like
hmm,
graphical development.
uh, well, how about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
Oh, all right.
I
I
mean, that was pretty
haven't
impressive.
I haven't played it, so I
This game
can't.
is certainly one of them. I think Assassin's Creed Unity is one of them.
Assassin's Creed Unity is a good looking game.
Uh, was Infamous Second Son this year?
That was
Yeah,
March, and
that's a
that
fantastic looking game.
that game looks incredible. Uh, I wish I liked it more.
What are some of the commenters saying? There's people in the chat.
There is well, right now Stubbsy has just said, "Good question." Um,
I thought Rise looked exceptional, even though it was a terrible game.
oh yeah, I also thought
Oh, this is a
chat.
convoy, apparently. We should just take out this convoy while we're at it. Let me see if I can just take it out on my vehicle. Bye.
I think I think oh, Sunset Overdrive, Forza 2,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Drive Club says single and loving it. I liked the way Drive Club looked, especially the night driving. Um, God, a game that really knocked me out is Shadow of Mordor, and
Oh, yeah,
it's
that looked pretty good. I
you know,
finished that yesterday.
oh man, I most people hate the ending. I really like the ending. I think
I mean, it was okay.
I don't want to give away the what
Oh, man, I was
happens.
trying to do a takedown on that vehicle.
Uh,
And yes, you can do takedown on vehicles now.
that's super cool. The thing that I found so very, very, very impressive about the visuals in uh, Shadow of Mordor was less just like the character models; it was all of the facial animation on the orcs.
Oh, yeah,
It's
and they all looked fantastic. And those little introductory cutscenes were great. And
unbelievable, and like really, it's just not a thing that I ever think about when I'm playing games. But the weather effects in Shadow of Mordor. Like when I walked into a certain area and it started to hail,
right.
and I was like, I've never seen hail in a video game.
But Hail seems so appropriate for Mordor.
Yeah, like this place sucks. It sucks all the time. When it's not burning and dry and awful, there are rocks falling from the sky. Wow, you oh my god. I just got to the part of the stream where you stabbed that guy and took his truck,
Yep.
which seems that just seems implausible.
Oh god, I'm like stuck in this convoy now. I'm gonna make a run for it.
And it's, I will say, graphically impressive in a different way than many of the games we've talked about because it does not have the same level of like sheer detail. But God, Bayonetta 2 is a good looking game. Like that is
That's all.
just
That's like, I mean, so much of that is the art style.
it's so much of this
I also
art
think
style.
Halo 4 on Xbox One looked fantastic.
Oh yeah, man, I'm telling you, with every single passing day, Ludwig, I'm having that moment of being like, maybe, maybe I
Maybe it's
should,
time for an Xbox.
maybe it's time for an Xbox.
What's holding you back?
Money. it's
Yeah, that's
it's
a pretty good reason.
yeah, money is the big reason. I finally figured out beforehand. I kept telling people like, oh, well, I don't know how I would fit it into my the current setup of my entertainment system at home, because if I had to hook up an Xbox, I'd have to get rid of the Neo Geo AES, and like I'd have to put it somewhere
No,
else.
not that.
I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I will openly admit, like the two things I keep thinking about are, do I get an Xbox One, or do I finally track down a modded original Xbox so I can play Metal Wolf Chaos?
That's a
And
pretty interesting proposition. You could also play Phantom Dust, and you
and
could play
I could play Phantom
Breakdown,
Dust and
Rally
Breakdown,
Sport Challenge,
Gun Valkyrie,
Gun Valkyrie. That's a good one.
all those wonderful things that are not wholly compatible with an Xbox 360.
I'm not really sure if I'm going in the right way anymore, but I'm intrigued by what's on top of this mountain.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, that's why you always want to go by foot in Far Cry because you want to just see what happens.
We're really high up now. Let's see if there. I see a climbing point, so we can go even higher. Let's see, I want to go up there. Just climbing, and what horrible surprises await me at the top of this mountain.
Zav thinks I should definitely play Breakdown so I can see how much it how much how much it makes me sick to my stomach. Uh,
Especially in the scene where you throw up in that game, in first person.
oh, Rape Dub makes a very good point of Black Friday deals. I should probably keep an eye out.
There are all these little houses and stuff hidden in the mountains. I love this element of surprise and discovery in this game.
Yeah, big time.
And like, the
Big
game doesn't have to say like, you discovered the thing. Like, I just saw it. It's nice. It's good enough.
So
I mean, look at the view that we have right now. That I'm going higher and higher.
this is something that I've like. It's getting harder and harder to discern like nitty gritty details of video games when there's so much information in them and about the way they run in the first place.
I thought it was very challenging just to review this game and try to cover everything that's in it, because like, you also want the review to be informative, not just, opinion.
Right.
And there's a load of things in this game,
Yeah.
not including the multiplayer. The multiplayer is pretty interesting too.
I was
And there's co-op.
thinking earlier today about how like writing a review of something like Far Cry 4 or Smash Brothers Wii U, I feel like a little kid who's just been told to clean their room. But instead of toys cluttering up the floor, it's just raw information, and I'm trying to stuff it all into the closet, into like a small space, so it all fits, but it's sort of bursting at the seams.
I also love that they have all these banners, because they're always moving, and it makes the world feel even more alive, just because of the constant sense of movement and the wind blowing through.
Luddy, have you ever been killed by an out-of-control fire in Far Cry 4?
I managed to avoid that horrible fate in Far Cry 4, but it has happened in Far Cry 2 and 3. Fires are a really good way to get people to move where you want them to go.
I like that. It's one of the
But
cool,
it can bite you in the ass.
it's one of the cool like
Alright, we're just gonna climb this mountain. That's what we're doing now. I really like the climbing. It's especially cool at night.
oh, what is like the time cycle like?
Night and day, and there's I think there is some weather. I actually remember all the open world games are blending together in my head. But no, it's like a pretty standard day-night cycle. And the night lighting is moonlit.
I love
so
that.
You can see what you're doing. So I'm about to swing across a gap, Lara Croft style. And we're going really high this time. I'll probably be able to parachute into wherever I was going.
Hey,
Do you remember what our objective was? Oh yes, honey badgers.
Yeah, we're trying to hunt honey badgers, as Zav just said. I will admit that following Shuklar's example, I have fired up Far Cry 4 myself while we're streaming. This is getting meta. The number of people that are playing Far Cry 4. It's too meta. And
mysterious cave.
I've got it jacked up to ultra, and it looks bananas.
I was reading all the Digital Foundry comparisons, and apparently, like the console versions stack up quite well with the PC version.
Oh,
games just look bananas right now.
Yeah, games look bananas now. That's the. And in the case of Smash Brothers, when you're in the Donkey Kong stage, literally bananas.
I don't like that stage very much.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Wait, which one? The tiny one?
The one with the multiple layers, the one with the background and the foreground.
Oh yeah, no. I'm talking about the one that's in the N64 one.
Alright, we're at the top of the world, and now we will descend upon the honey badgers, who are way down there.
Get back here, honey badgers.
All right, there's only one way to do this, and that's to use the wingsuit.
Any excuse to wear wingsuit in a game, I find.
I'm flying.
So when does Far Cry 4 go modern warfare or advanced warfare rather? When do we get crazy sci-fi weapons? And do you even want that to happen?
I mean, didn't we already with Blood Dragon?
Oh yeah, I guess that counts.
I
Those
mean,
are
I guess
more
that's
like
technically retro futuristic, but
yeah, those are retro future.
okay, we're hunting honey badgers. They should be in this area. So everyone just be quiet and keep a calm lookout. I could also probably just throw a piece of meat onto the road and that would work.
If anybody wants something really fun to watch on Netflix, watch the documentary about honey badgers. Because if you want to see something funny, there's nothing funnier than a guy trying to design a honey badger proof enclosure for bees. 'Cause let me tell you, that honey badger does not care what you create to keep it away
Okay,
from bees.
so I'm gonna throw some bait out. Um, I feel like I should have a backup though in case the honey badger situation develops poorly. So I'm gonna switch to a fire arrow just in case.
Oh, that's
Throw,
okay. This is an
throw a piece
awesome
of bait.
observation. Moose the corgi says it took us 11 minutes to get to where the honey badgers are.
Oh, I see one. Do you see it?
Oh, not yet. Do you see it?
It's right there. Oh, there it is. He just popped up.
Ooh.
All right, maybe I'll do it with a regular arrow.
Ooh. Oh man.
Oh, he's running. He's running for it. Come here, you little bastard.
White pony. Do you want tigers? Because this is how you get tigers.
I'm gonna face him head on so that you can see. I'm taking a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher. But
Oh, I see that honey badger. Look at him. He doesn't even
Look
know
at-
what's coming.
he's got an arrow sticking out of him.
This might be the most sadistic week of joystick streams that we've ever done.
I'm gonna let it attack me, and you can rethink of your phrasing of sadistic. Let's see who's really sadistic. Go. Nope. Now see, I have to run away because it's too close.
Oh man. Oh, he's looking right at you. Oh, he's annoyed.
Exploding arrow. Sorry.
Lethal Migrate makes a very good point. Lara Croft would have killed that honey badger in the first shot. She's a master archer, after all.
Yep.
See, I think Lara Croft would have just kicked that honey badger in the face, Tomb Raider Underworld style.
So I think, well, I mean, you need to have something like a shotgun
Oh yeah.
for dealing with animals because they're right in your face, and like in Far Cry, it's hard to aim at things that are at your feet, essentially.
Ow,
The good news is that I can craft something out of him, so he wasn't completely worthless. I
He
can create a
hates
new quiver because I got 4 honey badger skins.
I wish the quiver was literally just shaped like a honey badger, and the arrows are like sticking out of its mouth.
What was like in Far Cry 3, you could craft ammo pouches from leopards. Like, can you imagine someone walking around with ammo pouches, like leopard skin ammo pouches? How tacky is that person?
Is it Chaka Khan wearing them? Because in that case, it's awesome.
All right, so we need a new objective. What are we doing in this gigantic map?
I would like you to find a helicopter, just so I can get some aerial views. Aerial, like as in the sky, not
Can
like the Little
Can I
Mermaid.
filter according to vehicles? Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
cool!
Vehicles
Good.
do show up.
Good choice.
Let's see. I think I know where some are, but some at the monastery? No.
Ludwig, I think you have a phone call.
Phone call canceled. That was actually my computer ringing. Thanks a lot, Yosemite. There must be some vehicles around here somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna fast travel to this location. See if we can find a vehicle. Also, the loading times are quite good in this game, considering.
Yeah, yeah. I've just noticed. Like, I am not a person who knows how to design something even remotely modern as a video game. Uh, and I sit there in my head and it's like, oh well, why can an Ubisoft studio render this amazing Himalayan world and have the load times be so short, and yet every single time I do anything in Assassin's Creed Unity, it makes me sit there and stare at a blank screen for 42 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But there's got to be a reason.
Well, completely different engines. And
yeah, completely different engine.
different ways of streaming things. And I don't think the Far Cry environments are as dense as they are in Assassin's Creed Unity. I came to a place with no vehicles whatsoever. It's terrible. Okay.
Do people come and save you? Like Far Cry 2 style?
No, you just kind of, like, you die and then you wake up somewhere else. To the closest outpost that you've captured, or the nearest safe house.
Mm.
See, I'm pretty close to this one. Let's go capture this school. Maybe they'll have a... Oh, you know, there is an airport. I should go to the airport. You'd think the airport would have...
One would assume that the airport would have what we're looking for.
Alright, well, go capture this outpost and then go to the airport after that.
Are these... So it's factories, a monastery. I'm like looking at the map right now. What is the Gale Homestead? Is it like a farm?
The Golly Homestead is where your father used to live.
Oh. Who are you? Who is the main character in this?
You are RJ Golly, who is returning home to scatter his mom's ashes. So you used to live here, but then your mom took you away. And you're returning her to her homeland. But in doing so, you run into Pogon Min, who is the current dictator or king of this country. And your father he was a founding member of the Golden Path, which is the resistance. They are attempting to overthrow the monarchy, and indeed the very idea of monarchy. I think it makes a big difference to play as someone who has a familial connection, not only to the resistance but to the country as well.
Mm.
Whereas you were basically just like this airdropped random person in Far Cry 3.
Yeah, in 3 you were, you seem to be like a reject from a CW show.
Exactly.
Who just found themselves as the star of a video game.
Right.
Can we be clear that Far Cry 3 is essentially an episode of Arrow?
I found a mysterious cave. There are lots of mysterious caves.
Ring that bell. That's what I just saw. Luddy, so
it's
last...
a money wheel. I spun the money wheel.
2013... So 2013 was the year of the bow and arrow. Every single game had a bow and arrow. Crisis 3, there was Tomb Raider. There were bows and arrows everywhere.
There was a game based on the Hunger Games.
There was a Hunger Games game?
Have you played that, the iPhone game?
No.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Uh, so what would you say 2014 has been the year of?
Huh. That's a good question.
Is it the post-release update?
I was gonna go for something that's a little more fun than that.
Yeah, I think there's got to be something more fun. Uh, there are all these things that I thought 2014 was going to be the year of. I thought 2014 was going to be the year of the near field communication technology action figure.
Right.
I was like, oh well, Disney Infinity happened, and now I know
And
Nintendo's got.
Skylanders and Nintendo.
Yeah, I thought that that was going to be more widespread. And I was waiting for the moment that like Microsoft would be like Gears of War 4, and you got to put like your little Marcus Phoenix on top of your.
I think it's first of all it's the year of competitive first person shooters becoming even more complex
Mm,
because they all got jetpacks and boosts and other kinds of maneuvering options.
yeah,
And it's the year of the open world game breaking the mold set by stuff like Assassin's Creed. Like I think both Sunset Overdrive and Shadow of Mordor are open world games that do something different.
oh man, there's some rough ones in the chat. We've got year of the remastered game, year of the patch, year of the remake. I
All
see.
those
Like I
seem
don't.
fair.
I don't like. I've talked about this with other people. Like 2013 was one of the best years of gaming of all time, like ever. Last year was amazing.
Okay,
Any,
like
and,
why was it amazing?
well, just like the sheer range of very small things doing incredible things, all the way up to very big things doing incredible things. Like any year that has Last of Us and Dragon's Crown and DMC and Gone Home and Device 6 and all of these
Hmm.
things living in like the same, living on the same platforms was amazing. Like the fact that the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 were like not even close to the most exciting things happening in gaming last year speaks to the quality of game making. And while, this year has been dominated by returning brands and sequels, like this year has not been a slouch. There have been some amazing games this year. Uh, you know, I, Susan Arndt, Joystick's managing editor, will be right there with me, and some people disagree, but like even things like Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, were astounding. And both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have gotten very good games. Good games that sort of transcend the sort of stuff you usually see in year one on new consoles.
Love me some Forza.
Yeah, some Forza. Even though it wasn't really my cup of tea when all is said and done, Infamous Second Son is a very well made game.
Yeah, that was good.
And freaking Shadow
I
of
would really
War.
like a cup of tea right about now. I wish you hadn't mentioned that.
That's my
How
fault.
dare you remind me of delicious beverages in the middle of a stream?
I hate to rub it in, Luddy, but I'm drinking
No,
some
don't.
Earl Grey right
Don't.
now. Mm,
Don't.
bergamot flavor going right down the gullet. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
what do you
so
need
I
to do to take
see.
this place out?
Well, ideally, I'd take out the alarms first. I know where one is. I'm not really seeing the other one yet. I'm trying to tag everyone so that I'm not surprised by. Are we near honey badgers? Should I? Maybe I can unleash honey badgers on these people. Well, do they really deserve such a fate, though?
I think so.
Does anyone? You
Everybody,
saw how vicious it was. You
I think
saw.
I think these guys deserve Honey Badger. I won't lie.
Right. So let's toss some bait into their camp right there. We'll see what shows up. Oh, that doesn't sound. It sounds like dogs. I feel like I need a higher vantage point for a little bit.
Yeah, everybody is saying unleash the Honey Badger. Accurate.
Where is the other alarm? See the one. I'm going to take this one out manually. Or I'll try to. We haven't seen any elephants. We should try to find some elephants.
Oh, I'd like to see an elephant.
And
Yeah.
befriend them.
Yeah. No, I want you to ride the elephant. To go on an adventure.
Let's hope nobody notices me doing this. Okay, it's disabled.
Oh, Raped Up, Ori and the Blind Forest I'm looking forward to. Is that this year? It's kind of late. You played that, right, Ludwig? That really
Just a
cool
little bit of
2D
it.
platform?
Yeah.
I'm, like, nervous for you right
I
now.
don't know where that bait just went that I threw, but hopefully it summons a vicious animal. I really need to disable that other alarm before they see me. Oh, never mind. They saw me. Here come the reinforcements.
Ludwig, by the way, have you played The Vanishing of Ethan Carter yet?
No, not yet. It's in my to-do list.
Yeah, make sure that you make time for that one. I bring it up because I was just looking at like the log pile you were hiding next to, and it's one of those things where like I get fixated on how incredible the small detail is in some modern games, and like the wood grain on that wood pile in Far Cry 4 is amazing. And the other day, like my wife walks in on me playing Vanishing of Ethan Carter. And she's like, "What are you doing?" Because I was just staring at the screen and not moving and looking at the ground. And
She's like, "What's wrong with you?"
I was just looking at the textures they had used to mimic like a forest floor of like twigs and stuff like that. And I was like, "That's incredible. I can't believe this is Unreal Engine 3. Look at those
This
textures.
is amazing!
It's the most incredible pile of sticks." Unbelievable.
It's the little things.
Yeah. And like I realized that like you get to a certain point in like
Oh, hello.
of,
climbing onto the
of
roof with me.
devotion.
Let's switch to something flamey.
Yeah. Set some people on fire. Moose the Corgis, so what are the joystick people looking forward to in 2015? Yeah, boy, Zelda. I hate to be that predictable.
You mean the Wii U Zelda?
Oh man, did you? Yeah.
There's something in February that I'm really looking forward to. Well, I would say
there's
June. I mean, it's Batman. You have to be looking forward to Batman, surely.
I'm not. I hate to be a spoil sport. I am not looking forward to Batman because it's taking that series further and further away from what Arkham Asylum was. And
You don't think it works well in an open world?
I just get so.
I think City is better than Asylum.
I disagree. I respect City, but I think that there's no dramatic arc to either the story or what you're doing. Everything feels the same. And I need it to feel like there's some kind of rising action. If they can make, or if Batman can feel as alive as Shadow of Mordor, if there's something that affects that place in the way that like the Nemesis system does in Mordor, I'll be super pumped. But otherwise, like a really cool car to jump out of just doesn't float my boat. The February game that I am ridiculously excited about is Witcher 3.
Right, that's what I was thinking of.
Ugh.
Witcher 3 will be awesome.
Luddy, so you and I have talked about this a couple of times this year. I've been reading the Witcher books for the first time.
I love the first one. The first one's great. The Lost Wish.
Yeah, The
It's a
Last
great
Wish is
book.
a blast. So much fun. And I've read two of the novels, I guess out of four that
Have they
exist.
translated another one?
They have translated the third. I have
Okay,
not
because
read
like I
that.
read the first one, the Blood of Owls or something.
Yeah, Blood of Elves. I read Blood of
I
Elves
read
and
that
Time
one,
of
and then I
Content.
haven't read anything else beyond that.
How? Tell me this. So you've read these. How did they go from those books to the body having sex with everybody he meets Geralt in the video games? Because that Geralt does not exist in the
Player
book.
choice, clearly. Player choice ruined it all, as it usually does.
He is just not like that is just not like like the books are all about politics and like royalty, and it's like you never fight a tentacle monster and then go sleep with three random people you met in a bar. That just doesn't happen in the novels. I'm glad that both Geralts exist.
uh,
uh Moose the Corgi, what was everybody's biggest surprise of the year?
I'm being attacked by a pack of wolves right now, a very large pack of wolves.
I think being attacked by a large pack of wolves is probably Ludwig's biggest surprise.
Yep, that's really surprising right now.
uh, Game wise, I would say that my biggest surprise
No,
was Shadow of Mordor. That game was completely off of my radar. God, those wolves hate you.
I know.
They just don't
And I
like.
like them, I just want to pet them. Okay, idea here, Anthony.
I love it.
What if it was a Far Cry game, except it was set in the world of Avatar: The Lost Airbender,
Don't.
and you
Why
could
would
fly Appa around?
Ludwig stop saying things that you know I want to exist and never will? Like, why do you have to break
Like you
my
could press a
heart?
button and Appa would come get you,
Stop! Why are
and you
you
would
doing
fly,
this?
and then it would look like this.
Do I want
But
to
except
make my own
you would
character?
use bending to
Stop
fight
it!
instead of guns.
Oh God, Ludwig, why are you doing this? That's just mean. That's just mean.
Oh, here you can see like there's a big skirmish going on between the Golden Path and the Royal Army. So I can choose to help them, or I can just watch.
That Avatar game would be the best game of all time. Like I like, oh my God, put it in my veins. Although I would want it to be third person, because I don't think first person bending would really work.
That's fair.
Because like, I mean, you know, like what if you were fire bending and you did a flip and like you would just puke, like just motion sickness constantly. Oh man,
Man, the explosions are really good in this game. I enjoy them. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, I was going to the airport.
you were taunting the world with ideas of magical video games that will never happen.
Ubisoft made a Naruto game once. I mean, I think they made two Naruto games, so why not Avatar games? In fact, they also made an
Yeah,
Avatar
I was
game
just gonna say
that was
Ubisoft.
built on this engine. It's true.
I
It's a
know
fact.
it's true. I know it's
I mean,
true.
I'm not saying it was a good game because it wasn't.
Yeah, I like that is the license. Oh God, I would kill to see that license treated with the same like care and time and resources that something like Arkham Knight or Alien Isolation got. Moose Corgi does want to know what difficulty you've been playing on Ludwig. Just normal, hard?
Just normal. Yeah, although I think it's more challenging than Far Cry 3. Or
Yeah,
normal,
I
for
think
sure.
Far Cry games.
I
Are
feel like you're
typically
quite
just-
fragile in this game. Like, you
Yeah.
can die quite easily if you're not careful.
All Far Cry games. You're really punished.
Let's see. I'm not seeing any... I see there's a hang glider, but we wanted a helicopter.
Oh, we're so close.
You think there should be one at an airport?
One would assume.
Were we just too logical?
Oh man, I will. Yeah, some folks in the chat are also talking about how Dice's Star Wars Battlefront will also be out next year.
Oh, I see a honey badger.
Oh, and a hang glider. Could you take that hang glider?
Yes.
That's cool. Hang gliders are automatically cool. Actually, Ludwig, you want to know what I want the Far Cry team with the Far Cry engine to make? A Strider game. Open world, first person Strider.
I don't know about that.
Awesome. You could have metal tigers and metal hawks following you around.
Man, this
Why
honey
is that?
badger.
Why is that honey badger at the airport? Where is he going?
Either way, I stopped him. He should not be allowed to leave the country. He doesn't have his paperwork.
As Susan has pointed out, that honey badger's going for the hang glider.
Alright, so let's see. There are little gyrocopters in this game that you can fly.
Yeah, I
Let's
love
see.
some of like the
Is that one?
promotional images that they've made for this game, and it's like people in multiple little like air gliders
Let
having
me
a
ask these guys.
firefight.
Maybe they know.
Hey, dudes.
Hey, army dudes, do you know anything? I have a gift for you. Excuse me. There you go.
Well, Ludwig, it is now 5 p.m. We will not end this stream until you have achieved flight.
In a helicopter, or
Just
does
a
it have
flight.
to be?
You just need to take to the sky.
Okay. I can do this. You can also take a plane at some point in the game and go onto the Himalayan mountains where your oxygen is restricted.
That's very
You
cool.
can go climb there. No helicopters. I see a plane. Don't think I can use it though. Well, I could go to a... I'll go to a bell tower and I'll just fly from there. There's one nearby.
Letty, tomorrow we're going to be streaming Super Smash Bros. For Wii U again. And luckily this time we're actually going to be able to fight each other online because the online support will finally be live. Will you be joining us?
Tomorrow's Friday, right?
It is.
Yeah, I can join you.
Nice.
Do you want me to stream? Because I can stream at 60.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. And bring out the amiibos. And
I just got into that vehicle by phasing through a boom, but we'll just ignore that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna go...
Technical hiccups like that are totally acceptable.
I think I got did I get sticky C4 so you can plant them on your vehicle? There we go.
So,
I'll probably
Folks-
drive this off a cliff pretty
folks
easily.
mentioned this in the chat a little bit earlier. As we wrap up, we were talking a little bit before about the Xbox One. And if you would like to get your hands on an Xbox One for absolutely nothing, Joystick is giving one away. Our contest, our raffle rather, for an Xbox One Assassin's Creed Unity bundle is still going on. And it will end tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all you have to do to get your hands on it is go to joystick.com. We have a little raffle copter widget, and all you have to do is like Joystick on Facebook and or follow us on Twitter. And that's a pretty cool thing to do. And after that, if you do not get the Xbox, we're going to be giving away all kinds of crazy crap over the next few weeks. We'll be giving away some Assassin's Creed art books that are actually very cool. There are no faceless monsters in them. We'll be giving away 3 HTC Windows phones with these really, really cool Xbox cases that give you push notifications without you having to open the phone, which is neat. And after that, we're going to be giving away a PlayStation 4 and a Smash Brothers 3DS Limited Edition XL. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. So go there. And we're going to be streaming. The end of the year is going to be awesome because we're going to be talking about like all of our favorite stuff from the course of the year, and we're going to be streaming all this jazz all the time. We're going to be doing crazy co-op streams when Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris comes out. Just you wait. Me and Susan Arndt are going to play that until it's done on this Twitch channel. And if you want to catch all that, just follow us here on Twitch. We love it when you guys come by. It's always a blast. And yeah, Ludwig, how are you closing it out? You're underwater. That's the opposite of the sky.
I already flew. I'm just throwing some grenades into the river now because there's a fish attacking me.
To hell with those fish.
Hey, I got one.
God, I can't wait to play this.
Probably not a great fishing technique, but I mean, just look at it. It's a horrifying fish. You'll see it once the stream catches up.
What do you what parting words do you want to leave our viewers with for Far Cry 4?
Never underestimate the honey badger.
Never underestimate the honey badger. He is a dangerous, dangerous badger. Yeah, all right, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Super Smash Bros. Wii U, online action with some amiibo stuff thrown in. And maybe, if we're feeling really masochistic, we'll play some Sonic Boom as well.
Oh, boy.
We'll see you then, everybody.